Hey folks, how's it going? The event has been live for a couple of days now and I've been grinding it quite heavily. One thing that I want to figure out though is if I can actually make it in time and farm everything from it, emptying up the shop without having to resort to spending too much Originate Prime into refreshing Sanity. As far as the items in the shop go, Grani's tokens are going to be my main priority. We only got her for this event and she won't be coming back, so I definitely want to try and max out her potential. The battle records, the Lagman dollars, the skill summaries and all the other materials are way cheaper to farm here than to farm in the normal maps, so we'll definitely try and buy them all. The same goes for the headhunting permits as well as the pizzeria decorations. These are event limited, it would really suck to have to skip on them. A little bit of help when grinding tokens is going to come from these side missions, but I wouldn't really count too much on these. Alright, so let's head over to the shop and do a little bit of math. As far as the items go, in a couple of days I managed to buy 4 tokens for Grani, as well as all the 3 headhunting permits. But let's open up our Excel sheet and start inputting in things. So first thing first, I need some date. This one ends on the 19th. So this little formula is going to count down the days that we've got until the event ends. And yeah, they're down to 11. So first thing to farm for are going to be the Grani tokens. That's 18,000 tokens just for Grani. And here I want to bring back something from Grand Blue, which are the got, spent, left and daily quota. Under the spent here, I put a sum if formula so that if I put a 1 in the blue tab, I get the sum for the red ones. For example, 2400, 1, that's 2400. I buy the second, I add it up, by the third, add it up, and so on and so forth. Left is just a simple subtraction, and the daily quota is going to take into account how many items I need left divided by the number of days that I've got to farm them. Moving on, there's the resources. For the resources we're up to 14,600 and a daily quota of 1,300. Next up we've got the materials. 25,000 tokens just for the materials. Let's add the furniture to the mix. Daily quota for furniture would be 1,000 tokens a day, or if it was 14, just 800. Alright, now let's put the totals together. For a grand total of 74,235 tokens. That's quite a lot considering that you only get 150 per run. Starting from 0, it's a total of 5,300 tokens a day that you need to farm. The issue here is that when farming you can only really farm GT 5 or 6. GT 5 or 6 has a cost of 15 sanity and a reward of 150 tokens for a token per sanity value of 10. This might be kinda bad. In order to meet this daily quota, I would need 35 runs a day. Those 35 runs a day are going to cost 530 sanity each day. That's kind of unreasonable. That's kind of a lot. But let's actually see how much sanity we have available. We're currently getting 200 sanity each day from the event, as well as the normal daily regen, which is 1 sanity every 6 minutes. This is going to be 240 sanity each day if you manage to not let it run off. So there's no actual other sources of sanity other than the refreshes. And well, you would think that 440 sanity a day could be enough. So if you wanted to farm for everything over the course of 14 days, you kind of need to spend that Originate Prime in order to get there. To go from 440 to 560. So you could refill only once a day, but you would have to spend all your sanity farming the event in order to reach the quota. But I might want to factor in something else. I might want to factor in the level ups. So when I was level 47, I needed 7800 XP in order to get to level 48. For each run you get 180 player experience, so that's 43 runs in order to level up. That translates into 650 sanity in order to level up. That's quite a while and it's only going to go up, but at least it's one full refill every couple of days. In order to go from level 48 to level 49, I'm going to need 45 runs instead of 43. So each level I go on, I need 25 more sanity, which is about 1 run and a half. So let's try and see if we can do anything with the total sanity during the whole event. So here I'm going to need to add daily event sanity plus regen sanity. These are going to need to be divided by the sanity required in order to level up, and every time this ticks we're going to get 120 sanity, so all of this gets multiplied by the 120 sanity that we get. This means that just by farming we get about 81 sanity each day, so this too is going to be multiplied by 14. That's a total of 1137 sanity from level up refills only. If we were to swap the 650 runs required to go from 47 to 48 to the 675 required to go from 48 to 49, we would go down to 78.22 energy a day and 1095 energy over the course of 14 days. So by being completely free to play during the course of the event, I should be getting around 7200 sanity, which are going to translate into 72,000 tokens. The total required is 74,000, so I'm probably going to be a few thousand tokens short. These few thousand tokens though can probably come from the side missions, since I've already gotten a few and I'm even up to the 10,000 enemies killed. So yeah, I guess it's possible to complete the event while being completely free to play. At worst I might have to spend a few Arknight primes to do a couple of refills, but I'm probably going to leave that to the last days, just in case I actually manage. So right now I'm going to put this back to the way it was, and here I've actually bought all these tokens. 5,000. I'm actually going to buy the last Grani token. There we go. And for everything else, I've bought the headhunting permits and nothing else, putting me up to a 4,600 tokens to farm every single day for 30 runs and nearly 460 sanity spent. But then again, even if I'm going to take off the sanity from the level up, this only comes down to 440. It's only a 20 sanity difference, so 1 or 2 level ups are going to put me on par. It turns out that the event is a bit more farm intensive than I thought. If you pretty much try and do anything else other than farming the event, you're going to be at a loss for it, and you're going to have to spend your Arknight Prime in order to keep up. But hey, 3-6 potential Vanguard, down to an 11 cost, not bad. Alright, I guess that's going to be it from me. I'm going back to grinding. See ya soon, ciao!